Alright. Welcome to the Car Podcast.
Very first episode.
First episode.
Chicken and Boba podcast. Bit of a rebrand. It's better this way.
It is better this way. This way we can talk about whatever we want, and it does not have to be school related or quad related.
We're just two guys who are talking about some stuff they like to talk about, usually over some chicken and boba.
Indeed.
But, sadly, we don't have chicken and boba this first episode, so...
Yeah, chicken and boba did not fit into our schedule today, but we are hungry for chicken and boba. So,
yeah, that's
as we always
on the
are.
brain. That's the important
It's
part.
always on the brain.
So, let's explain the name Chicken and Boba. Where'd that come from?
Well, Gail and I, my name's Jake. This is Gail. And, we often, probably too often, we'll drive out to, like, a town 20 minutes from our school, just to get some chicken and boba. And
Some chicken and boba.
yeah, it's kind of a thing that we've
It's
often
a
done.
little tradition of ours now, where whenever one of us is having a bad day, we go to the other and we're like, "Hey, man, I think this has to be a chicken and boba day."
I think this is a chicken and boba day.
We immediately click, understand what the other person needs and wants, and we take a nice little scenic drive out to Lowell, Massachusetts, to get some chicken and boba, with some plenty amazing conversations on the way. And honestly, that's probably the highlight.
Yeah, man.
Talks on the way.
Yeah.
To chicken and boba, which is why we're naming this Chicken and Boba.
Yeah. And we're in the car.
Yeah.
I thought that was
symbolic.
I don't think it is.
Okay. Cutting this part out, but whatever.
I cannot. I'm not gonna cut things out because it's just gonna be in. It's fine.
I'll cut it out then.
It's a lot. It's a lot to go in and cut stuff out. I'm gonna also have to do we're gonna have to do a new intro. New intro time. That's exciting.
But yeah, we want to recapture our random, assorted conversations we have when getting chicken and boba, but record it, and maybe some days have chicken and boba, just not today.
Indeed. We will, yeah, not today. You cannot, that's one of the lessons that we would like to share with all of you listeners and viewers. Is that you cannot mediation.
Yeah, that's a word. Right?
It is, but that doesn't mean what you're thinking of. You're thinking of what's it called? Like another word for balance. I don't know. I'm also blanking the word. Mediation is not what you're thinking of. You cannot have
self-control.
You cannot have chicken and boba every day of the week, and we know that, and that is why today we will not be having chicken and boba.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? We wish we could have chicken and boba every. Anyway,
that's why we're called Chicken and Boba.
Yeah.
We're new to this, as you can tell.
We are new to this.
This is the fun of it. We're, again, just two people chilling and having conversations. Nothing scripted. Yeah. We're just having a good time. So sometimes there's going to be lulls, and sometimes we're just going to laugh at ourselves, and that's okay. And if you want honest conversations, this is where you get them.
Yeah, and you know what? We hope that you can find some value in just listening to us blabber, if you will.
Because who are we? We are both
We're blabblers.
We are blabbers. Babblers, blabbers. Whatever.
Blabblers?
But we are also two kids nearing the end of their high school career. One of the biggest changes about to occur in their life. And we're both seniors. We're both 18. It's about to be May, last month of school. And we're reflecting. We have... Some people might think we don't have a lot going on yet. We don't know a lot yet, but I'd say
we know probably. You know what? I would say we're probably smarter than most people.
Yeah, for sure. Okay,
and
that sounds super narcissistic.
And you can quote me on that. I would say that I'll leave you out of this. I would say that I'm actually probably smarter than most people.
Yeah, we're smarter than everyone. Scratch that. We're just smarter than everyone.
Yeah, and we have thoughts. And even though we're 18 and we're also dumb, but we're dumb, but we're smart,
So let me ask you this. Since we're near the end of the road, what do you think is needed for a high school experience to be enjoyable? can a high school experience be enjoyable? Is there such thing
as
the like coming of age high school story, or is that all a myth?
That's a tough one. That's a tough question to tackle. Man, you know what? I think the only thing anyone needs for any experience in their life to be joyful is the right people around them. You know, if you surround yourself with the wrong people, you can be in paradise, and it can be a terrible experience.
I agree.
Yeah, I think it's just surround yourself with the right people. Surround yourself with people to begin with. I mean, you don't want to be a recluse, but yeah.
Maybe you do want to be a recluse. Maybe
I mean,
those
even
are your
if
people.
you know what, even if recluses don't.
I thought you said a different word. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid.
Okay.
I'm so stupid.
Maybe recluses are your people. Maybe no people is your people.
But it's true. Like, there's people who only want to have online friendships.
I don't support that, but okay.
It's true.
Try to talk to some people in real life.
You don't support it because it's not your thing, but there are people out there who it's very much their thing, and that's how they connect with people. And like, no judgment. It's just figure out to yourself what kind of people you want to surround yourself with, how that'll help you be a better person, and like make sure it's not anything harmful or unhealthy. And if you're able to have a solid connection with some people, online, not online, whatever, you're gonna be able to get by just fine.
Yeah, I think connections, friendship. I mean, high school is not fun. I don't think anyone who has been through it would say, "Oh yeah, I would love to go back to my middle school or high school times." You know.
So you're a firm believer that high school, no one should be missing high school.
Some people do love high school, and that's okay. But I think on average, most people, in my opinion, most people are just, you know, high school is what it is, and you need to make it fun. Just like a lot of things in life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and you make it fun by, you know, surrounding yourself with people, you know, good people that you enjoy spending time with, and then doing stuff that you like doing. You know, I think that's what it's about. And you know, some people, you know, want to study more than others, but you got to let yourself have some fun times too to get through it. That's my mindset. But you know, some people might love high school, and you know, that's their bag. It's all good.
Did you love high school?
No.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't think. Did I love high school? No. Was it fine? Yeah. Okay, maybe it wasn't fine, but like, I met some great people that I think I'll be friends with for the rest of my life. Boom, Chicken and Boba Productions. And I think that's the value, and I grew as a person.
Yeah.
But was it fun? No. Overall. But not everything in life is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was never a school person to begin with, to be fair.
Okay. Because of the academic style, or just like
academics.
Specifically the academics.
We're
not a school person.
Being told to do things, to learn specific things, is just not my thing. I always learn very differently from the average person. So, I was in the pull-up classes in like second grade. But yeah, and you know, high school isn't for everyone.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm going to music school.
Here's my opinion on the whole high school thing. Like you said, it is what you make of it. But if you go into high school with the mindset of having academics being your primary focus, like your main thing you're putting the most attention and thought and care into, work into, whatever, I think you're doing it wrong. I think you're like completely limiting yourself to how much of an experience you can really have. And I'm saying this as someone who is very academically strong. Like, I have committed lots of time and sleepless nights to working on homework and projects and whatever.
I probably
But-
have not.
Yeah,
As
probably
much as
not as
you.
much.
I
But
still have, though.
Still
Good
have.
grades are important. I hate
Yes.
every second of it, but
I-
they're important.
good grades
Continue.
are important, but it shouldn't be the primary focus. What's important is always a balance. Like, you should have a good balance, because obviously you need to, if you are going to graduate, you first need to be passing everything. And then on top of that, if you're going to go pursue higher education in college, you need to have good grades. And that's a good goal to have. I'm not saying don't give a shit about your academics at all. What I'm saying is you need a balance, because if you devote yourself entirely to schoolwork and going above and beyond to make a really good looking Common App profile for when it comes to application time your senior year, you're gonna miss out on some fun stuff with just friends. Like,
Yeah.
my highlights, like, from high school are not the feelings of, oh, I'm so happy I passed this class, I got a really good grade on this test, or stuff like that. Those feel good in the moment, but the lasting things for me, the things that really stick with me, are the moments I've had with the people. When I'm driving to get Chicken and Boba and having conversations with friends in the car, going out to see movies, like, just driving places
Driving
and exploring
around,
new
yeah.
areas, like,
just living life.
Yeah.
You know?
and
Like, to quote Ferris Bueller,
good movie.
like, what's the quote?
So
Wait,
quote
whoa, whoa,
Ferris
whoa,
Bueller,
whoa.
make something
Wait,
up.
it's coming to
completely.
me. It's coming to me.
While
Give me a
he's
second.
thinking.
Give me a second.
I don't think that's gonna be in the shot.
I can. No, it is. Right here isn't. I can see you. To quote Ferris Bueller, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you might miss it.
Is that Ferris Bueller?
Boom. That is
I
Ferris
have
Bueller.
not seen it. Watch Ferris Bueller. Good movie.
Have you seen it?
I have seen it.
Yeah.
Just not in a long time.
That's a great quote, and
But
you
yeah.
know, I think that applies to what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
So like, you can. Some people want to, get into Harvard and study go to like Harvard Law School, and if that's what you want to do, fine. But I think high school isn't. That's not what it's just about. And I mean, it could be for some people, but for me, honestly, for me, high school was something that was like, you have to graduate high school if you want to get a job.
Yeah.
So you just got to get good grades and get through it.
That's the thing.
That was
though.
kind of my mindset with it.
I don't think you should have your academic career just be on the burner and just be like just enough, because if you focus too much on just, like, let's say you're a party animal, you really focus on being a party animal in high school, you just always are just focusing on hanging out with people and spending time outside of school, not really caring about your classes and stuff, and that's also going to hurt you, because again, it needs a balance. You need to still have, like, you need to spend a decent amount of time and like really give it some effort in your classes, as much as it might suck sometimes, because not just to get into a college, but because you need to have that mindset once you're older and in the real world.
Yeah, see, I'm coming from a very different perspective, right? So like, I'm not in any like honors level classes or anything other than my art classes, and like getting good grades in that is, getting even all B's, that like I doing my very best, working as hard as I could, that was all B's. That's fine. I mean, probably wasn't my very best, but that's the thing. It's not what's important to me. If I had gotten all A's in all of my classes, then I probably would not be where I was at with guitar or photography, which is really what I'm gonna end up going into in my life.
Yeah.
And I think that's another thing, is that there's the right path for every single person, and it could be different for everyone.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Of course, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking back to that word that you were trying to. It's like, it's that word for like balance.
Yeah, I think it is mediation.
No, it's not.
You sure?
It's
I'm
totally-
looking it up right
it's
now.
so not.
I am looking it up.
It's like, it's like it starts with M or has M in it or something, but it's so not mediation.
Okay, we're looking it up. In mediation.
Mediation
Definition.
is like talking to people.
It's close. It sounds like that word, but you're right.
Mediation
What
is
is
a
it?
process wherein parties with mutual sexual neutral assist them in negotiation. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's the word. It's like look up balanced synonyms.
Yeah. I
Everything in moderation.
Moderation. That is the fucking word.
Yeah, everything in moderation.
I was so dumb.
This is what my dad says a lot. Everything in moderation, including moderation.
Mediation.
Mediation. Oh yes, mediation.
Unscripted.
Unscripted. This is real life.
Everything.
This is
in
real
moderation.
life. Including my dad says everything in moderation, including moderation.
Yeah.
So,
I've actually faced there's been a lot of wise people in our lives, like high school part of lives that have spoken with us, like
Dawson.
Margaret.
It's kind of a hurry up and wait situation.
Mm.
That's a Dawson catchphrase.
Yeah. So you gotta, I think, TLDR.
Whoa, what?
What?
Huh?
You don't know what that means?
No.
Oh, okay, fine. TLDL if you want to be specific.
What?
TLDR.
Gael's TTYL. OMG.
In short,
Okay.
have a nice balance. Know what's important to you, what your values are, and replicate that in a healthy manner as you go throughout high school. And I think you're gonna have a great time.
Indeed. And I think no matter coming from someone who every math problem is just pain, I think even if you hate it, just get B's. Just get B's and get through it. And you will, because you don't want to limit yourself in the future. So if you get B's and then just get through it, if you start getting into C territory, then, even if you wanted to go to music school, photography school, they're like, well, is this kid gonna do his work? He seems like a slacker if he's, if you're getting C's and below. So, and there's, that's my thoughts.
A good way to put it is you gotta have an open mind, even to the bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you gotta be willing to understand why you're putting into work, why you have to put in a lot of work to something you might not like.
Yeah.
Why you have to deal with some of the people that you're gonna deal with. That's a whole other can of worms we can get into. Just like the people in high school, cliques and stuff.
Indeed.
That whole culture. But academics wise for now, I say don't let it overly consume you. You can still work hard to thrive in academics if you want, but don't let that be your sole thing.
Yeah, if you're an academic person and that's what you love, go for it.
Yeah, I'm an academic person. I work hard in all my classes,
Gael
but
is a big nerd.
I am a nerd.
And that's okay. It's okay.
I am an academics person, but compared to some of the other kids I've been around, I always feel like I could be putting in more effort and be getting these perfect scores, but I don't want that. I think that I would have been sacrificing my sanity a lot of the times, and also sacrificing just chances to enjoy myself and have moments where I can de-stress, be happy, have fun times with friends and such. I think if you can figure out a way to spend every single hour of your day working and making sure you get perfect grades in everything you do, and then also find a way to balance friends, I don't think it's possible personally, but if you find a way to do that, good on you. That's crazy, but I don't think it's doable. Don't break my car.
Bro, your car is so old, it has one of those old school cigarette lighters. It has the cigarette picture on it. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that.
It's for you can use that for charging stuff.
Yeah, but originally those charging ports were for the cigarette lighters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is. Don't judge my old car. It's cool.
No, it's a cool car. It is a cool car. It's cool how your dad has just kept fixing it, and now
Yeah.
it's like the ship of Theseus.
Theseus. Yeah.
The ship of Theseus.
Not quite there yet, but maybe one day it'll be. The car of Theseus.
I want to have the guitar of Theseus. I'm thinking about going into or at least minoring in instrument repair because I love that.
That's
sort of
a
stuff.
minor.
Yeah, Berkeley.
That's interesting.
Yeah, isn't it? That's really interesting to me. I could learn about building instruments, repairing them, stuff like that, and it's a pretty good way to make some cash. Because people are always going to have instruments, and they're always going to need them to be repaired. So,
I personally, I don't know where I'm going with my future yet.
that's true. No, to be honest, I don't think anyone does.
Yeah, but I'd say you have like you're just saying, you have like some little you are pretty going to school. It's pretty focused.
I am going to school. It's very focused.
Music.
Well, yeah. Here's the deal. All right. Like, I'm going to. It was a very hard decision. I know really, like, there's lots of things I could see myself doing in my life, and I know that they're kind of in the realm of the photography, film world, and the music world. But I ended up going to music school because, I mean, that was a long decision. But I think music is the type of skill that like, it's a real skill that I could hone, and I thought that was something that was really cool about like going to a school to like really hone your craft.
Yeah.
And it's like a real tangible craft, and I thought that was really, really cool. And as far as like filmmaking and photography, like I feel like I know that stuff pretty well. And I mean, people all the time, these famous directors just say like, yeah, like I just make movies, and like that's just what so if you really want to make movies, I think film school isn't going to be as helpful as music school. But
that was your mindset when deciding between the two.
Yeah, but I like fly. Real conversations, people. But what was I gonna say now? Yeah, but like I spent a lot of my entire life, a lot of my entire life, like trying different hobbies and stuff. Like, I was a magician for like 4 years, and I was good at it. And that still is kind of a part of my life. And all these different things that you try, they're still gonna be parts of your life. But it's what do you want to do? Like what sets your soul on fire? That's the question. And I think if everyone did what made them just if everyone did that, then the world would be a better place.
I agree with that. I personally, I don't think I've fully discovered yet what gets my heart going, what I feel really passionate about. I have little bits and ideas here and there, but like in terms of beyond high school, beyond college, when I'm an adult on my own, can I picture myself with a career or work I'm putting time and love and effort into? I can't at the moment. Maybe, and that's okay. I think that's okay, because I think people figure that out at different points in life, and even the people
figure that out when they're 60 years old.
Yeah,
and
even when
have
you
a
do
change of
figure
heart.
out what you want to do.
People figure it out,
Yeah, exactly.
do something for 10 years, and then they're like, I don't want to do this anymore. It's just life is just a roller coaster. It's an adventure, and you're along for the ride, man. I sound like Margaret.
You do sound like him a lot. Very wise man.
But yeah, he is a wise man.
But
I'm gonna check the video. Continue.
I was gonna suggest you do that right after we get to a good break point.
Oh, okay.
So let's.
Well, because we're getting to 24 minutes. I'm just gonna real quick. Just keep talking. I'm listening.
And now a word from our sponsors. Not actually though. But if you ever really want a good place to eat chicken and boba, or at least has it not been recording? No. Fuck. All right, we gotta pause then. Should I stop the audio? Jake.
No, not yet. Just keep going. This is part of the podcast. It's real life.
We should. Shoot, I want to know. I want to know like what point we got to.
I'm seeing. It stopped after 12 minutes.
Yikes. Okay, I say we stop this for now.
No, keep it going.
No. Stop. Is the camera filming right now?
No.
I'm gonna stop recording here.
Okay.
Just take the camera off the tripod. Leave the tripod there, exactly, so the framing is the same.
All right, welcome back. We're back.
The camera just
Completely
died on us.
It died on us. We were getting deep.
Yeah.
I think. All right. Well, yeah. This camera's weird.
It's struggling. You can't
It's
see
struggling.
it now, but it's.
But yeah, we were getting deep. I think. In future episodes, we'll be discussing a whole slew of things, different things.
Mm-hmm.
We'll keep it light some episodes. We'll get a little deeper into the human psyche, like this episode, into the depths of emotion.
But most importantly, we'll have some chicken and boba in the next episode.
We will have, indeed. Next episode, we will have chicken and boba, as per the name.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, yeah, camera cut out on us. That's why it's been blank for like the past 12
You
minutes.
said that already.
Yeah, I'm saying like the last 12 minutes it's been blank probably since you're watching, but you know what? That's okay, because in life you're gonna have your struggles and you're gonna have your ups and downs, and that's okay.
It's okay.
Things aren't always gonna work out, but you know what? It's how you respond to your failures that defines you as a person,
Yeah.
not the failures themselves.
We'll get into that next episode.
We'll get into that next episode. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for listening.
And
Go
you
get
know
some
what?
chicken and boba.
Go get some chicken and boba. Have a great day.